The sights of Switzerland demonstrate the natural and man-made wealth of the country. Sometimes it's hard to understand how they all fit in such a small area. Knowing what to see in Switzerland, you will definitely not lose sight of all the most interesting and significant. A trip to Switzerland will definitely be remembered for a lifetime, because it is rich in unique architectural monuments, beautiful lakes, mountain ranges. Every medieval town in this country deserves attention. First place, Matterhorn. The mountain with a height of 4,478 meters in the form of a pyramid of 4 faces is one of the most recognizable in the world. Hundreds of thousands of tourists from all over the world come just to look at it. Many are climbers and are trying to conquer the summit. However, it is recommended to assess your strength before climbing. The mountain is dangerous for its rocky steep slopes. For skiers, trails are laid at an altitude of 4 kilometers. Second place, Old Town, Bern. The historic part of Bern has been a UNESCO heritage site since 1983. It contains many medieval buildings. Bern Cathedral amazes tourists with its bell tower. Its height is just over 100 meters. The Bern Bridge was built in the 13th century and is over 50 meters long. Third place, Lake Geneva. The clear water of the lake is very cold. It warms up only in July. However, there are many beaches on the shores of the lake. Tourists can rent boats and yachts. People come here to admire the wonderful views of the snow-capped Alps, dense vegetation and vineyards. Breathe in the clean mountain air. The resorts built on the shores of the lake are deservedly popular. Fourth place, Vierwaldstet Lake. The lake is located in the central part of Switzerland, near the alpine mountains of Riga and Pilat. Its second name is known as a Lake of the Four Forest Cantons. The lake is formed by glaciers and consists of 4 parts. They are connected by small straits. Boat trips on the lake are popular among tourists. They allow you to fully appreciate the beauty of the shores. The emerald-colored forest, snow-white mountain slopes, and clear water.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Fifth place, Chapelbrücke, Lucerne. Wooden-covered bridge in Lucerne, it is considered the oldest bridge of this type in Europe, built in 1365. Its length is more than 200 meters. Previously, the bridge was part of the defensive structures of the city. Under the roof of the bridge are paintings depicting fragments from the history of the country. In the middle of the bridge is a Wasserturm tower. It was built a few years before the bridge, in 1300. Now it is occupied by a souvenir shop. 6th place, the Dying Lion, Lucerne. The monument was erected in honor of the dead soldiers of the palace guards, the guards of Louis XVI. In 1792, he was betrayed by troops and joined in the siege of the Tuileries Palace. Only a few hundred Swiss guards remained to protect the ruler. They died at the hands of the rebels, not even defending themselves by order of the king. He did not want harm to his people. The bas-relief carved into the rock depicts a lion covering the coats of arms of France and Switzerland with its body. Seventh place, Chillon Castle. Located on the rocks of the lake, a bridge leads to the shore from the castle. Visitors note the luxury of this castle. The ceilings of the halls are decorated with paintings, and the ceiling of the celebration hall is made in the form of the underwater part of the ship. The columns are made of oak. Many halls are decorated with coats of arms of Bernese officials. One of the halls now houses a museum of weapons. The castle has collections of pewter and fine antique furniture. Eighth place, Palace of Nations, Geneva. Architectural complex in Ariana Park in Geneva. Its construction began in 1929 and lasted almost 10 years. Several well-known architects worked on the project of the building. They erected a magnificent building in the neoclassical style. The size of the Palace of Nations is second only to the famous Versailles. It is the residence for many international organizations. The UN, UNESCO, UNCTAD. More than 100,000 tourists visit the palace every year. Ninth place, Jet d'eau Fountain, Geneva. In 1886, the history of this fountain began. Then it was just a jet of water, a side effect of the hydraulic motors of factories and mills. On weekends, this fountain relieved pressure, releasing water back into the lake. The spectacle of a 30-meter jet turned out to be interesting for the inhabitants of Geneva. And in 1951, the fountain was equipped directly in the lake. Its height is 147 meters. This is one of the largest fountains in the world. Tenth place, Bear Pit, Bern. The bear is the heraldic symbol of the city of Bern, and a special place for their keeping was founded in the 15th century. It is a long moat adjacent to the bear park. Viewing terraces are equipped for visitors, and you can also safely watch animals from the Chapelbrücke bridge. Animal rights activists have been trying to improve the conditions for keeping bears for several years. Now they are close to their natural habitat.